Hold on. Monitor off. I know very little what the fuck's. I know very little of. Yeah. I'm gonna try to perfect this. I had a little bit of curiosity. I was wondering what the fuck's going on in the UK with all the protests and the riots. I'm just kind of watching little short, sweet to the fucking point. It kind of sums up to this UK riot deal. What it kind of sums up to is, one, they did not. Here's the thing that, it makes me a little bit concerned. From what all happened here was 3 young girls got stabbed on July 29th in Southport. 3 young girls got stabbed. Now, yes, is it sad? Is it tragic? Yes. We can all agree to that. But I also gotta kind of look and kind of go in reality. It's like, hey, there's people dying by tragic deaths, accidents every day. There's people dying by natural causes. But the fucked up thing is they did not disclose day one of that stabbing. Of who is the person? What is their ethnicity? What happened was, the only thing that got disclosed during the stabbing was the age of the person. 17-year-old person stabbed 3 girls at Southport. That's all they put out. And that left the public to just guess. And I guarantee you, the general public was furious, mad, sad, heartbroken, a mix of emotions on that. And as human beings, if they don't know the answer, if the answer has not been, if all the information has not been disclosed, human beings will fill in the gaps, even if it's right or wrong. I'll fill in the gaps even if I'm right or wrong. I know sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's a guessing game. From what I can see is, the general public were just formulating, their basis of their guess was a distaste for Muslims. There had been a group of people that, like Muslims. There had to be a group of people among the UK who had a distaste. So they made the narrative, it was a Muslim, illegal, immigrant Muslim. Which sparked a protest, then sparked controversy. And a couple days after, they finally disclosed who actually did it. It was a black Native American who did it. Not a black Native American, it was a black African kid who did the stabbing. I'm willing to fuck. This is a crazy fucking thought. Call me crazy, call me a little demented. But what if it was a white guy? I'm just saying, man, what if it was a white guy? I think they would have been just. This is my guess. I bet they would have just dropped the ball right then and there that same day of the stabbing. They would have disclosed 17-year-old white kid. Alex something is the one who stabbed it. And guess what? I'm gonna guess that the people of the UK would have been like, huh? Move on. But since there's some undertone of racism going on in the UK, they probably would have been up in arms. They probably would have been starting a riot even if they disclosed it. They're like, oh, a black person did it. They still would have riot. So yeah, there is some racism that is being fueled on this. It ain't just about the 3 girls that got stabbed. It is sad. It's tragic. Yes, we can agree to that. We can generally fucking agree, unanimously agree. That's an unfortunate thing. It's just a thought. It's a weird thought.
Has been a significant.
Yeah, but also shame on the government. Shame on the for the UK authorities for not disclosing that. The government can blame the false information. What the fuck you gonna do? If all you're gonna give us is 17-year-old stab three little girls, they're gonna guess. They're gonna fucking guess. So don't be like, oh, it's your fault. It's all you guys' fault. No. I would blame the fucking authorities. I would blame the government for not disclosing who did the stabbing.
Factor in amplifying tensions.
That's trying to play scapegoat. No, it's the people's fault. No. Your authorities knew. Your authorities fucking knew. The day of the stabbing. They fucking knew. But they just choose to keep that person's identity under wraps. Which basically led to the public to just guess.
As the situation worsened, a confrontation between Elon Musk and Prime Minister Keir Starmer added fuel to fire. Musk, responding to claims that opening borders and migration were to be blamed for the unrest, tweeted that civil war is inevitable in the UK.
Civil wars is inedible.
The UK government quickly rebuked Musk, stating that his comments were unfounded and did not represent the views of the British people. The online spat intensified as Musk accused the UK authorities of discriminatory policing, coining the hashtag #2Tier Keir in reference to alleged bias against the protesters. The riots have exposed deeper issues of racism, social integration, and immigration in the
And the UK government also exposed, and they just want to keep people's identity. They want to keep you in the fucking dark so you just get to guess. The government went. They wanted us. They wanted the UK's. They wanted them to guess. It's a dumb idea. How delusional. They fucking want to do that, huh? It's your guys' fault for spreading misinformation. What the fuck are you gonna do? Y'all just sitting there in the dark. Y'all, the authorities, the public officials left the general public in the dark. All the information that they had was 3 girls got stabbed by a 17-year-old. It is all the information that they disclosed to the public. They kept a person's name, identity, ethnicity under fucking wrap. That is enough time. That is more than enough adequate time to formulate their own. That is enough time for the general public to formulate their own freaking view. So, shame on the UK. I'm gonna say right now, shame on you guys. Shame on you for not disclosing all that info. He probably didn't. They didn't want to do it because they didn't. I think they were. I think part of the reasons. I'm gonna guess part of the reasons why they didn't disclose who did it. Day one of that stabbing. They're like, oh, we don't want to get people upset. Oh, we don't want to get people upset. Even more. We don't want to rattle the fucking cage more. The cage is already fucking rattled enough as it is. How much more can you fucking rattle the damn cage? Like, fuck. What else can you do?
The UK.
You know what it was? It's the failure. The UK just failed to disclose information. They failed to protect children. I would say it's the UK's fucking policing system, government system. They failed. It's just a failure on their part. Big time. I don't know if the 3 little girls could have been saved. I don't fucking know. It's unfortunate. We will admit to that. But I'm not going to keep on going back on it. We can keep going back and forth on this stuff all day. I just boil it down to racism. There is racism feel at play. And here's a thought too. This may sound like a paradoxical thought. UK is racist, but they grudgingly allow people that they don't like. That's something. They're allowing people. They're allowing groups of people that they hate, they detest. I hate them, but they allow them in the country. Whatever rhyme, whatever reason. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, you can live here. For whatever rhyme or reason why the reason why the UK allows them, even though they hate them, even though the UK despises this group of people, they still allow them in. They still allow them to be in their country. That's kind of fucked up. They don't want them in the country, but they still allow them in there. That's fucked up. I think it's kind of fucked up. There's people that despise certain groups and certain ethnicities in the UK. It's definitely for sure Muslim, that's for damn sure. I don't like Muslims. For whatever reason. All I can say is, why? Why do people in the, why, not saying not all the people in the UK, why do some people hate the why do the people in the UK despise Muslims? I don't know the answer to that question. For fucking reason. Hell, there's Muslims getting hate just because they're Muslim. They haven't done shit. That's crazy. This riot kind of, it's caused people to just, it's caused the people in the riots to fucking break down, I'm gonna say black and Muslim fucking houses and cars and facilities. I think it's it's a crazy world we live in. I don't know what else to say about it right now. Is it fucked up? Hell yeah. It's not racism that these Brits want their countries back. I don't know. It's a I'm gonna say it right now. It's a combination of things. Some people in the comment section are saying racism. It's a mixed bag of things. It's not race, it's religion. Fuck if I know. All I can say is whatever religion that I will say this. Whatever your morals and values whatever your moral compass is in life, you do you. But don't try, I've said this before, I say this again. However you want to live your life, you do you. But don't go, that's one thing I cannot stand. is when someone's out there is like, oh, they're trying to when a group is trying to fucking, basically shove their religion down other people's throats. That's not cool. I'm not cool with that. I will say that. I will admit to that. If you try to shove your morals and beliefs and value onto other people, it's not going to work too well. I don't really care what ethnicity you are. I don't give a fuck about your ethnicity. As long as you stay in your lane, do what you want to do. Do your religion, do your thing. But don't try to. You try to push your crap onto other people. That's kind of when I have a problem with it. That's when I have a problem with that in general. That's the thing that I have a problem with. That's all I'm gonna share with you guys. And I don't know what else to say. Since I'm not from the UK, I really don't know what it's like. I really genuinely do not know what it's really like in the UK. For the people that live in the UK, they would know what it's like on their soil, on their ground,